In this video, we're gonna talk about how you can start your very own coaching business part-time. Hello everyone and welcome back to the Coaching Masters channel. My name is Bonnie. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss any valuable coaching content so that you can learn how to coach your way to freedom. Now, this video I feel is really important because there are a lot of people that I speak to who get really nervous about starting something new. So maybe they aren't completely satisfied in their job and they really want to make a change. They're not feeling fulfilled. They want to do something different. They want to do something that helps people, that they can be passionate about, and they just don't get that in their current job where they're currently at. So they want to make a change, but they are too afraid to just quit because maybe they've got a family to feed, maybe they've got bills to pay, maybe they have a mortgage to pay. So there are a few things that really stop us from taking that step because we are just too afraid to take the plunge to go from having a steady income to having to create something all on our own. And I have really good news for you because you do not have to quit your day job in order to start your coaching business. This is something that you can completely do part-time while you are still working a full-time job so that you can start coaching, start making a little bit of money, start building that income until you can fully quit and you can do this full time. Now, this is great news because if you did have that fear and that fear was stopping you, then this is a really great opportunity for you to still go after your goals, go after your dreams, make financial freedom come true, time freedom, location freedom, whatever you want, while still getting money in the bank so that you can still feed your family, pay your bills, pay the mortgage, pay everything, and not have that stress and slowly build up on the side. Now, I also know people that love their full-time job and just want to do coaching on the side to make a bit of extra cash so that they can have more money to pay for the things that they want to do with their family, for themselves. Just started a little bit of a side hustle. And I want to tell you that this is still absolutely possible as well. So whether you want to work on the side, work part-time and build up so that you can do coaching full-time, or whether you enjoy what you do, you like your job, and this is just a little side hustle for a bit of extra cash so that you can help people and do something that you enjoy, then these two things are both fully possible, fully achievable, and fully attainable. Now, starting your own coaching business can work really well part-time because guess what? You get to create your own hours. So this means that before you have any clients, while you're building, while you're creating, while you're, working on your offer and your packages and everything else, you can create and schedule your own time that is going to work for you so that you can do this fully outside of working hours. Now, when you get clients, again, it's your own business. So you can schedule clients at a time that works for you, whether it's before work, after work, on the weekends, wherever you want to schedule it that works for you, you can do that. Now, you do have to think about a few things before you get started. And I'm going to give you the step-by-step process of what you need to do if you want to start your coaching business part-time and start making some money. Now, if you are brand new to coaching and don't know where to start and don't have any previous experience and don't know what questions to ask, or just don't feel like you have the confidence or the knowledge to go out there and coach someone, then it could be a really good idea to get a certification first. And what this provides is the tools, techniques, questions, and boost your confidence so that you can go out there and start coaching people and really feel like you know what you're doing so you can excel the first time. Now, a lot of these programs that you can do can fit really well around your working schedule. For example, we have one here at the Coaching Masters. It is called the Accreditation, and it teaches you how to become a coach for 3 months. Now, this is really great because it can fit really easily into your work schedule because it is a training that is delivered to you online. So every week you get one piece of training and you can fit it in whatever works for you, wherever fits your schedule, so that you feel like you're really in control of your learning. And then we also have a live once a week where you get to practice one-to-one with another person. This boosts your confidence and really teaches you the skills so that whatever you learned in the training, you can then work on in your workshop, practice, get those skills boosted, make mistakes, and get to coach someone and also be coached, which is huge. All of these things help to boost your confidence and increase your knowledge. Plus, you can ask any questions that you were struggling with or didn't understand as well. And that we have at multiple times so that, again, it can fit in really well with your working schedule. You can pick the time that works best for you to show up live. Now, this is obviously not mandatory as coaching is an unregulated industry. So if you just want to dive in and start setting up your coaching business, then I'm going to tell you how to do that in this video as well. And this is fully something that you can do and work on part-time. So first things first is you're going to want to create your coaching vision. Now, what do you want your business to look like? If you just want it as a side hustle, what does that side hustle look like? How many hours do you want to devote to it? How many clients do you want? If you want to turn this into your full-time income, then how does that look? What do you want to create? What will it allow you to do? Would it allow you more time with your family? Will it allow you time to explore and travel? How do you want to help people? What does that look like and feel like? And really get really clear on this vision and make it as detailed as possible. Have a think also about what you want to achieve with it and why is it important for you? Why is it important for you to become a coach? It's also going to be important to think about how much you're going to want to make each month. So maybe if you're full-time, it's not a capped number, but maybe if you're part-time, you want to think about, okay, well, how much extra cash would I like to create if I'm working full-time hours? How many extra clients can I realistically take on to fit into the life that I want to create for myself? Or how many clients do I need in order to reach that income goal that I have set in my mind? Also, if you are thinking about going into coaching full-time, then it's important to think about the number that is important for you to reach before you quit your full-time job, before you can actually make that a reality. So maybe you think that if you get enough clients, get enough income to replace your full-time income, that is when you would fully resign and begin to make coaching your full-time thing. And this will come quicker than you think, because if you think about it, then maybe you only need 3 clients to replace your full-time income. Maybe at the moment you're making $4,000 a month. And if you have 3 clients that are at $1,500 each, then you have surpassed that. So all you need to do is get 3 clients a month to make your dream a reality. And if you are willing to put yourself out there and go for it and go out there and get some clients, then this is fully possible for you and quicker than you may expect. Now, once you have that vision really clear about everything you want and how it feels and why it's important to you and how much money you need to make, then we can dive a little bit deeper and we're going to think about what kind of coach you actually want to be and how you want to be seen to others. So what kind of coach resonates with you? Because you can be a life coach, but it is quite general and a lot of people do niche down to something more specific. One, for marketing purposes, it can be hard to just sell yourself as a life coach. It can be a lot easier to sell yourself more niche down as like a mindset coach or an empowerment coach or a self-love coach or a career coach, business coach, entrepreneurial coach, etc., etc. So what kind of coach do you want to be? And this should be related to something that you already connect with, something that you already maybe have passion for, or an experience that you have already been through. So we don't want to have to learn a whole bunch of new information. If you are passionate about health and wellness, maybe you want to be a health coach. If you are passionate about career, then maybe you want to help someone build their career or find a career that is purposeful to them as well. So find the thing that really resonates with you, and then you can go with that route to become that coach. After that, we want to think about how we want to be seen by others. So how do we want to put ourselves out there? Because when we are first starting our business, we are our own brand. So what do we want people to think about us? What do we want to put out into the world? And of course, we want this to be still our own personality. We still want to be us, but think of the things that are important to you, because people want to buy from people that they connect with. So if you put out a bunch of things that are related to health and wellness, then the people that are interested in those things are going to resonate with that too. Even if maybe health and wellness isn't the title of coaching that you want to be known as, maybe you are a career coach, but that is just something that also resonates with you. So you post stuff about career, but you also have yourself maybe going to the gym and living that healthy lifestyle, because that's the kind of people you want to attract, those go-getters, those people that are passionate about their health, but also passionate about making their career goals come true. Now, once you have figured out the type of coach that you want to be, now it's time to look at who you actually want to help. So what kind of clients do you want? Do you want to help moms? Do you want to help businessmen? Do you want to help people that are lost and haven't found their purpose? Who is that person that you really want to help? And what are you actually helping them with? So for example, say if you are a health coach, what are you exactly helping them with? Are you helping them to lose weight? Are you helping them to gain muscle? Are you helping them to get comfortable in the gym? Are you helping them with their nutrition? There are a lot of things in there that you could actually be helping people with. So we want to figure out who we want to help, figure out what they need, what they want, and then we want to try and help them with those things. Once you have figured out all of those things, then next it's time to think about your coaching package. So you want to think about how long you want to work with people for. Do you want to work with people for 3 months, 6 months, 6 weeks, a year? There are a ton of options that you can choose from. Now, we recommend personally working with someone for 3 months. This is a really good amount of time to work with someone. One, because it's not too intimidating. Sometimes when you hear 6 months, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a full year. You know, that's a long time. That's a lot of dedication. But 6 weeks typically isn't enough for a full transformation. 6 weeks can sometimes be like a quick little program. Sometimes you'll hear, you know, the 6-week diet and things like that, but it gives you enough to kind of get adjusted to it, but not enough time to fully integrate it into that transformation that is going to last you for a longer period of time. So that is personally just why we recommend 3 months. Now, you can choose something completely different. Maybe you really want to dive in and deep and just work with people for 6 months and get a big transformation, or a year. Or maybe you just want to work with people for 6 weeks and you just want to do things on that smaller scale. So it's completely up to you. And remember, you can always re-sign clients on. So just because you work with someone for 6 weeks, and if you feel like your time hasn't finished, and you can always sign them on for another 6 weeks. But the goal is to eventually have people to be empowered so that they don't need you anymore, so that they can go off and to live and achieve the things that they need to achieve all by themselves. Now, you may be thinking, well, why can't I just offer a one-off package? And we don't recommend this, again, just because you might be able to give someone a breakthrough session, but real coaching is about that longer transformation. So helping someone to transform and really to change their lives, change their behaviors, their thought patterns, sometimes even their identity. And that is a process that takes way longer than just one session, because someone may have a breakthrough, but habits run deep, behaviors run deep. And so we need to do something consistently over and over and over again in order to fully change that pattern that they are looking to change. Now, there are no strict rules on this. So again, if you just want to offer a one-off session, then you are absolutely able to do that. But offering packages is a lot better, because then you can also offer package pricing. So we don't want to be thinking about hourly anymore. We don't want to be thinking about charging, you know, like a personal trainer and charging $60 an hour or whatever it is. We want to be charging for these packages. A lot of coaching packages will be in the thousands. I know that my first package that I started off selling was $1,200. And obviously since then I have increased, but that was my starting price for 12 weeks. Now I know people that have started with more than that. I know people that have started with less than that, but think about it. You are helping someone to change their life, full transformation. And that is worth some money, because people that go through coaching, honestly, they come out the other side completely changed and shifted. And so it's important to see the value that you are actually giving someone through your services. When it comes to what kind of coaching you can do, there are so many opportunities and possibilities. You can do one-to-one, you can do group, you can do courses, you can do public speaking. There are a bunch of opportunities out there for you as a coach. So it's not just one-to-ones as you may think, but we do recommend that you start coaching with one-to-one so that you can really see the process of how it works. When you coach someone one-to-one, it is just the best way to practice, and you build up that audience of clients, you build up that community, so that then once you get a big enough community, that can be when you start to do your group coaching packages. And you have to think about it. One-to-one, you always have a cap. So you can only take on so many one-to-ones, right? Especially if you are doing this part-time, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So you need to think about how many clients realistically you can take on at one time to be able to still work your other job job, especially if it is something that you really enjoy and want to continue, then you want to make sure you're doing a good job there, also doing a good job with the clients that you have. And so you want to make sure that whatever that number is, that it feels good and you're not overwhelming yourself and you still have time to do whatever else you want time to do for in your life. Now, group coaching offers us more options because obviously then we can put way more people in there. It's going to be more affordable. So instead of charging everyone $1,200 plus, then you will be charging smaller numbers. And so this can be more cost beneficial for your clients, but then it's good to have different options, right? So you're gonna have your one-to-ones, which will be your higher offer. And then you can have group coaching, which is lower offer, so that you have multiple options to offer someone so that then they can still get the help that they want if they cannot afford your one-to-ones. And I know people that absolutely just prefer to do group coaching and don't do any one-to-ones. Once you build up and get comfortable with your one-to-ones, if you just want to move into group coaching, then that is absolutely fine to do as well. Now, once you have this all figured out and you have really figured out your vision, what kind of coach you want to be, who you want to help, and also, you know, just the details of your coaching package, then you are ready to start to market yourself. Now, obviously there are a few things that you're going to need to do along the way. So how are you going to take payments? But these things will come up and they're going to be quite obvious to you. So obviously, you know, set up your business, insurance, figure out a payment system, and you can do those things. And then once you are all official, then you can go out and you can start to market yourself. Now, there are many different ways that we can do this. The best way, especially if you are coaching online, is to put yourself out there online. So get comfortable putting yourself out there on social media. We have so much just at our fingertips. Everyone has a phone. Everyone, for the most part, uses social media. I know there's a few people out there that don't, but it is very, very popular and so easy to find people and start conversations and build up your network and build up your community so that you have a space that you can just purely market to and engage with your services. So first things first, tell people that you're a coach. Put it out there, make an announcement, and be excited about it. Yes, this is what I'm doing. I'm ready to coach people. Whoever would like to have a session with me, you can sign up for my complimentary discovery call so that we can see if we are a good fit to work together. Now, other ways is to talk to people in person. In-person networking is not dead, but it is just about putting yourself out there, building connections. So if you want to start coaching, then make sure you are talking about it, especially if you're doing it part-time. If you do want to build up to full-time, make sure you tell people that you are a coach. You are no longer a processor or an accountant or a nurse or whatever it is. You are a coach. So when you introduce yourself to people, that is the title that you need to give, okay? You don't want to have people not knowing what you do. You really need to be this new identity, this coaching identity, so that people know, oh, wow, that person can help me, or oh, I know someone that they can help. Putting yourself out there, having these conversations is a really, really, really good way to get clients and get people engaged, because you never know. The more you put yourself out there, the more that you market yourself, the more likely you are going to get clients. It is going to be impossible to get clients if you are not putting yourself out there and if you do not tell people you're a coach, because guess what? Then no one knows that you exist. So if there is a bit of fear there, feel that fear and do it anyways, because the sooner you do, the sooner that you can go out there, start making that money, start building that side hustle, or really, really create this as a full-time gig. And that is really all you need to do to start a business. So it's not as scary or intimidating as one may think, but you need to make sure that you are properly scheduling in the time to make this happen for yourself. So make sure that you are finding the time to work on this project, to make this a reality for yourself. Because if you sometimes don't schedule it in and you're working full time, then it can be really tempting to just go, oh, you know, I'm gonna just go sit on the couch today, just go relax, watch some Netflix, I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow sometimes never comes. So make sure you are good with scheduling. So whether you really want to wake up and do this before work, whether you want to do it after work, on the weekends, whatever it is, schedule that time in so that it's in your diary, so that when one of your friends calls up and wants to hang out, you know that this time is actually dedicated working time, okay? So even though you are not getting paid for it in the beginning, the more time you put in at the beginning, the quicker you will actually start getting that income when you get clients. And that is where the money comes in. So we need to do everything else, we need to set that strong foundation. And then once we have that and we have the plan and all planned out, we're putting ourselves out there and we get our first paying client, oh, it's gonna feel so good. Honestly, when I first got my first paying client, it felt amazing. And I was really like, okay, I can make this a career for myself. And I did, and I've never looked back. It was the best thing that I ever done. And I started mine part-time as well. I was doing sales at the time. I was working in Australia and I was working really long hours actually. I was working like, I don't even know, it must have been like 8 hours a day plus, who knows, can't remember, but it was long days and I was working different patterns, but I always made sure to schedule in the time to first do my training, learn everything that I could about coaching, get my certification, boost my confidence, and go out there and start coaching people. And I did that just by putting myself out there and built it to a point then where I felt confident. And when I had started getting a few clients, then I was like, yes, you know what? I can do this. I can make this of myself. I quit my job and I started doing coaching full time and I have never looked back. And that can be you too. So don't be afraid. If you do have something at the moment and you just have that fear, there's honestly nothing to fear. This is a safe thing to do because you are fully protected by the job that you currently have. So you just do as much as you can on the side, whether that is an hour a day, whether that is an hour every 2 days, whatever it is to start. It is so worth it because you're working towards something that is going to fulfill you or give you that extra cash, whatever it is. But just think about it. If you want to do something different with your life, if you're not happy in your full-time job, then it is time. And there is no better time than right now to make the change. There is never going to be the perfect time to start doing something. So you might as well just dive in, do it now. And the sooner that you start working on this and making a reality, the sooner that you can make this your full-time job and have time freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, whatever it is that you are looking for, that is all on the other side of pushing past the fear and just getting started. So thank you guys so much for joining me in this video today. I hope that you have enjoyed it and that if this is something you are looking to create for yourself part-time, that you are ready to dive in. Make sure to hit that like button and let me know in the comments if you are ready to start now, okay? Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video soon. Have a great day.